Hey, ¿qué pasó, mi gente? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Luis Lopez, and today I got a few picks for you for the NBA slate, as always. But before we do that, let's review some of the picks that I gave you from the prior video. Myles Turner over his 1.5 threes, he gets there. The Myles Turner Nesmith combo over on Price Picks does not get there over 4.5 threes. It ends at 4. Took 16 threes, only made 4 combined. Nesmith unfortunately went like 0 for 8 wide open shots above the break threes. Doesn't get there. Should have easily gone over this with 16 attempts combined, but it is what it is. Kyle Kuzma over his 14.5 PRA, easy cash. He cashed this in the first half. Like I said to you, his usage is through the roof now because he's coming off the bench. He's ranging between 30-31% usage. From his original 13%. Copper Flag I wrote. Oh my god. It's Copper Flag. Under his 6.5 rebounds, he casually lands at 5. The rule continues. Rebounds for forwards and guards against Houston Rockets. They still are cashing. PJ Washington now cash on his rebound line because Jabari Smith was ruled out. Immediately that happened, this became a terrible pick, unfortunately. I'm hoping Jabari is back, so then I'll take, again, rebounds on whoever's playing the point guard and the forward position. So that's the result, 3 out of 5. None of my slips cash. I had 4 of them because I had Cooper Flag and I had P. Washington in all of them. I had Kyle Kuzma. And then I mixed match between these two. So unfortunately, I did not have winning day. But again, I managed my unit size. I made profit on the day before. So no harm at all for my my budget. All right, first game, Bucks against the Raptors. This game has a 2.5 point spread, 237.5 game total. I tried rewatching this game as much as I was able to, just to see how the defenses were approaching each other. I was curious because I was watching some of the head-to-head and how they played each other and who'd score. For example, Brandon Ingram dropped 29 points on them, 3 assists, and he had 6 rebounds. I looked at AJ Barrett as well. He dropped 20 points, 2 assists. He had 6 rebounds. I went through basically every single one of them, including Scotty Barnes, head-to-head. Points, stayed on the under. Assist, stay way on the under. Rebounds, stay way on the under. And what I noticed is just the matchup. Scotty Barnes was all over Giannis in that game, but what they would do specifically was that Scotty Barnes was always on him, but they would double and triple team Giannis, get the ball out of him as fast as possible, and then rush back to defend the other players. Rollins and so forth and so on from the Bucks, Turner, Gary Trent, but that was their intent, and they held Giannis when it comes down to points. They held him to 31 points, but the biggest thing for me was the fact that they held him to 14 field goal attempts. And the first pick that I have for you is actually that his field goal attempt is actually at 19.5 field goal attempts. I like the under on that one. He's going to get double, triple team against the Raptors. And also he's playing on a back-to-back. I think he will be dishing a lot more, which is what he did the last time. This is what he did against. He ended up getting 14 potential assists. He ended up getting 7 assists. So high potential assists for him. When it came down to rebounds, crushed the rebound line. He went over the rebound line with 20 rebounds, because basically nobody underneath the basket can match up to him when it comes down to rebounding. Since Scotty Barnes is the one that's guarding him, Scotty Barnes can match up with Giannis one-on-one, hence why they would double team him and triple teaming him. So he will be effective when it comes down to rebounds. Plus they allow the 18th most rebounds and defensive rebounds, and they allow the 20th most offensive rebounds. But what I like the most on him is actually his field goal attempts under 19.5. Like I said last time, he attempted only 14 field goals. for the same reason. He had high potential assists because the ball was being forced out of his hand. So Myles Turner, I'm going under his points plus rebounds plus assist, or his PR, or his points, or his rebounds. You could take any of them. I'm comfortable with any of them. Regarding his points, his point line is at 13.5 points right now. Let's see, Price Picks bumped it down already to 13, but you can get on DK Pick 6 under 13.5 points. So that's one option with him. In the last game, he ended up taking a field goal. He shot 0 from 3 from above the break. They ranked 4th against shots above the break, where he takes 43% of his shots. So he's heavily relying on his threes going in. He shot 0 from 3 from there. When it comes down to his rebounds, he ended up getting 5 rebounds on 7 rebound chances. That's a really high conversion rate from his rebound chances. You expect usually about 50% rebound chances. So at 7, you're looking at 3.5. So at most 4, between 3 and 4 rebounds is what you would expect from him on just 7 rebound chances. His line is at 6.5. Hence why is a minus 144 to go on the under. You can still get it at 6.5 over Price Picks. This line is a 6.5 because of this. Because in really soft match when it comes down to rebounds, he's gone on the over, but we also know head-to-head, that wasn't the case. He stayed on the under, and he also had a high conversion rate when it comes down to his rebound. So you can go points on the under, rebounds on the under, or just go ahead points plus rebounds on the under. He only had 9 in the last game head-to-head, minus 128 to go on the under. He doesn't get that many assists easily on the under as well. Minus 125 to go on the under. So you just got a couple of options for Myles Turner. What I like is the fact that Poeltl, who was questionable to play with a back injury, already went through morning shoot around. And Jacob Poto, not Poeltl, Jacob Poto is the one that's going to be guarding Myles Turner. So if Jacob Poto already have gone through shoot around, I expect him to be there and shut once again Myles Turner. And in regards to his points, look, this is what he's done points wise. Regarding his assist, decently when it comes down to assist. Regarding his rebounds, on and off, but today difficult matchup. So I would lean points plus rebounds on him. More than PRA, just because he could have an outlier assist game. So yeah, so let's go points plus rebounds on him, or rebounds based on what he did the last time, or maybe just points. So you have 3 different options on Myles Turner. I think I ended up going PR on him. I ended up going to Myles Turner. Yeah, I ended up going PR minus 20.5. So I did go PR on him. Yep, that's what I ended up doing on my slip. I ended up using the taco, the Josh Giddey taco, over his PRA. Let me see if I have anyone else from here. No, that's it. So it'll be Giannis under his field goal attempts at 19.5 field goal attempts. Kyle Kuzma over his 13.5 PR. Myles Turner under his 20.5 points plus rebounds. Now moving on to the next game that I want to talk about is this game right here. The Magic are taking on the Hawks. This game has 3.5 point spread, 229.5 game total. This one, I'm going to Nickel Walker-Alexander. His point line has bumped dramatically. I think I ended up getting his line this morning at 13.5 points. I think I ended up getting it somewhere at 13.5 points. It bumped all the way to 16.5 points. Everybody has hit the crap out of the over on this one. It's minus 130 to go on the under. I will not touch the under on him on 16.5 points, although the books are saying minus 130 and they favor him to go on the under. He went over with Trae Young playing. So his line for me is out of reach to hit the over because it's no longer at 13.5 where I got it originally. This is crazy. 16.5 for me to recommend. But what I am going to recommend to you is free throw maze and the over at 2. In the last game, he went to the line only twice, but this is with Trae Young playing. All right? His demon line on Price Picks is at over 2.5 free throw made. I play that. On that one, you can find the free throw mains at 2 if they haven't removed it. He's expected to score a decent amount of points. So I know how he plays. I've watched him plenty of time. And look, let me show you something. Here, let's see. Here, not here. All right, let's go to his usage. Let me show you this. This is the head-to-head. 27%. Look at this. This is with Trae Young. Only ended up going to the line twice. This is without Trae Young playing. Went to the line 5 different times. He made 4 free throws. This with Trae Young? No. This last two games. And in the last game right here against the Cleveland Cavaliers, a tough defensive matchup against him, Nico Walker-Alexander. Today he gets a difficult matchup because he was matched up against Jalen Suggs, who's a very good defender. And in this game, I expect him to be driving to the basket. And then since Jalen Suggs is a very good defender, but he's also very aggressive, I expect Nico Walker-Alexander to get fouled as he drives to the basket. He plays very much like his cousin Shea. Very twitchy to the basket. People basically are out of position a lot of times, and they have no choice, and they hack him. That's what they end up doing. And if he switched over onto Desmond Bane can't keep up with him, and he's going to be forced to foul him. So he doesn't give him an easy layup. So that's how I expect Nico Walker-Alexander to get to the free throw line quite often. In the last game they played against the Cleveland Cavaliers, in a difficult matchup where they lost by 8 points, he drove to the basket a ton, and they did exactly that. And he ended up going to the line 11 different times. He ended up making 10 free throw mains. So instead of going over to his points line, which everybody's hyping appropriately on the internet, I went over to his FT made at 2 on Dabble, or on 2.5 as a demon played over Price Picks. So Nico Walker-Alexander over those two props, the 2 FT made or the 2.5 FT made that you can find. Also, in regards to, I wanted to give you something else. Walker-Alexander, yeah. No, that's all I have on Nick Walker-Alexander. I thought I had some additional information that I wanted to share with you. I don't. The next player that I have for you is Jalen Johnson. This one is a scary play. And his PRA under 35.5. Okay, it's been bumped down to 34.5. Okay, so I was on the right track with taking his under at 35.5 because the books already bumped it down to 34.5. Slightly favored to go on the over at here. Take a look at this. Minus 121, minus 109. So not a huge favorite to go on the over. I took him on the under 35.5. What's scary, head-to-head. This is what happened with him head-to-head. He ended up playing 26 minutes where they won by 4 points. He played 25 minutes. He scored 12 points. He had a really high rebound chances, 9. He ended up converting 8 of them. That's a huge turnover. Like I said before, you look for 50%. So you're looking at 4.5 rebounds out of 9. Between 4 and 5 out of 9 rebound chances. So a high rebound chance conversion. His potential assist. He had 7 potential assists. He only ended up getting 1. So you expect at least 2 more assists. So you can say the rebound chances, potential assists, that basically cancel themselves out. What stood out to me was actually his points. He only ended up scoring 12 points. And the reason why, and by the way, this is without Porzingis and without Ricochet. They both will be playing. Again, less usage for Jalen Johnson. But what stood out to me defensively was Paolo Banchero wasn't him. They both basically are very good defenders, and they were basically both on each other. Why? They both basically cancel each other out. Hence why they both easily went on the under. 21 PRA, his line is 35.5 PRA. So I took that under. Paolo Banchero, head-to-head. What I talked about the last time. In 36 minutes, 11 points. 10 rebounds, 10 rebound chances, 6 rebounds. Potential assists, 10 potential assists, 1 assist. Again, Paolo Banchero and Jalen Johnson defending each other. A line that I took was Paolo Banchero's under 28.5. No. So on DK Pick 6, you could get Paolo Banchero's line at under 29.5 points plus assist. All right? In the last game, he only had 12 points plus assist. Now, the only concerning part about it is that Paolo Banchero can easily have a crazy game out of nowhere. He does have a good matchup underneath the basket, 54% where they rank 26. But the head-to-head and the way when I rewatched part of the game, how Jalen Johnson and Paolo Banchero were defending each other, I don't see that changing. So I'm going based on that, and I'm going on based on the head-to-head and the fact that the line is above what the books already project as an even line, which is minus 118 right here on FanDuel and minus 112. So this is even. So they project them to either go 28 or 29. The line is at 29.5. I took the under on that. Again, with Jalen Johnson and Paolo Banchero basically canceling each other out. Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs is projected to play 20 minutes head-to-head. In the last game, he only played 19 minutes. So it's going to be a minute restrictions. Again, playing more or less the same amount of minutes. Rebounds plus assist. He ended up getting 7 the last time. 5.5 is the line. Still, 5.5 is still the line. I took that on the over. You can still find it on Price Picks and on DK Pick 6. Minus 130. This is a good juice that he's going to go. Oh, a signal. Forget juice. Forget all those words that people use. This is a good sign when it says minus 130 that this line is going to go on the over. This is a good sign. Plus, the head-to-head says that he's going to go on the over. He's also projected to play between 20 and 21 minutes. So an increase of 1 or 2 minutes. More or less the same amount of minutes. Also, not only that, players like him. The last 4 players have easily gone on the over. Lonzo Ball had 9. Porter had 10. His line was 5.5. Jackson had 8, 5.5. And Dennis from the Pacers had 10 from his 7.5 line. So recently, 7 out of 12 gone, but most important, recently in the last 4 games, well, the last game, 2 players have went over from the same game, and the Pacers. So the last 2 games, they've have allowed a good amount of rebounds plus assist on the over, and that correlates well with the fact that Trae Young has been out. Okay, so they've been allowing more rebounds plus assist, and it correlates really well with the fact that Trae Young has been out. So all the signs point to the fact that Jalen Suggs should be able to get over 5.5 rebounds plus assist. Besides the fact that he has gone over this line easily in the last 5 games. Friends, that is all I have for you. I wish you the best of luck. Hey, do me a favor, leave in the comment area your best pick. I'm pretty sure you all have something. So then all of us as a community, even me as your host, can benefit from your thoughts. All right, you guys take care of yourself. God bless you and your family. Que Dios te bendiga y hasta la próxima. Chao.